What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Punk Rock Radar. Today, we're listening to the brand new 4 Year Strong album, Analysis, Paralysis. It came out today on Pure Noise Records. It is August 9th, 2024, and it's their first album since 2020's Brain Pain. I'm joined by Elliot over here, aka Ergoth, our Discord kingpin, and a resident nice guy. How's it going today, Elliot? Are you as pumped as I am for this?
I am pretty pumped. What is the resident nice guy thing?
I don't know. I just said it. I'm just I'm just vibing today. I got my Cheez-It t-shirt on. It's Friday. I'm ready.
Hell yeah, dude. No, this is probably my most anticipated album of the year. I think from the first single that I heard, I've heard at least they released like five singles, right?
At least five, yeah.
I've only heard 3, and there's only one that I've heard multiple times because it was so fucking damn good that I couldn't help myself, and I had to show people in the car. I'm like, you got to check out this new 4 Years Strong song. I can't remember which one it is. I want to say it's Uncooked.
Yeah, I think so.
When we get to it. But I'm really hyped for this too, and I'm loving this shirt, dude. So that's the Cheez-It shirt from the Cheese In Diner.
The Cheez-It
right?
Diner, yeah.
Yeah. Which is a thing for you Europeans out there that does exist in America too. So.
It existed for 1 week, hence hence why I'm wearing a t-shirt for it. But yeah, I am ready. I've listened to, so when I'm putting together my list for New Music Friday, I skim. I don't really listen to full songs, especially singles. So like I may have heard pieces of the singles, but I think Uncooked is the one I remember too. But that's really it. But Elliot, I've been listening to the back catalog just to kind of prep.
Yeah, me too.
I think Brain Pain may be my favorite 4 Year Strong album. Like that song Crazy Pills is awesome.
No, it's a good one. I was listening to it too, but I'll say right now, the one that is just rising up for me right now is the 2011 In Some Way, Shape, or Form.
Wow.
That one's been hitting really hard. Like, I actually really like it. The opening track is so good on that, and Stuck in the Middle is like such a good song.
Stuck in the Middle is awesome.
Yeah, but I think the whole album is really, really solid, and the self-title from 2015 is good as well. So, what else? I don't know if I've listened to Some of You Will Like This, Some of You Won't. I'm not sure what that is.
It's acoustic, I think.
Oh, it's an acoustic. Okay, so you probably wouldn't like it. No. I might enjoy it, but okay, yeah.
It sounds like we need to do a tier list. There's enough albums that we could probably bang out a very quick tier list.
Yeah, we could do a 4 Year Strong tier list. So I'd be curious to go through all these and figure it all out. But I mean, to be honest, I haven't heard a bad album from 4 Year Strong, so I'm expecting this to be good. I've got high expectations for this. Also, great job on the layout here. There's not another 4 Year Strong reaction that looks as good as this. I can guarantee you. All right, so let's just get right into it. Are you ready to do this, man?
Yeah. So just real quick, we're going to go track by track on this 4 Year Strong album. The track list is over there. We're going to pause. We're going to discuss how the song made us feel. We're going to rank it here on our pain/satisfaction scale. The song titles are there just as a feeling. It has nothing to do with the actual song themselves. It Must Really Suck to Be 4 Year Strong is a great song. So if I point over here, it's not bad. It's just like, that's how I'm feeling. And then we're going to assign the song a numerical score between 1 and 10, 1 being terrible, 10 being awesome. So that's how it's going to go. The first song is called Aftermath, Afterthought. It's 2 minutes and 27 seconds. Ellie, anything else you want to say before we kick into this beast here?
No. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. That's like a sweet spot for you, man. So let's see how this goes.
All right.
I'm ready whenever you are. Do the countdown.
Track 1, Aftermath, Afterthought, in 3, 2, 1. Damn, man. We got transported back to 1998, but here we are back in the present.
I was about to say that, dude. I'm like, Was it just me, or was that like Limp Bizkit?
Yes, dude, super new metal influence. The whole.
Oh yeah, very new metal. Somebody mentioned that. Someone must have listened to it in our Discord. They mentioned like new metal pop punk. They didn't like it personally, but I listened to this and I was like, okay, this really is like a new metal track. It's like a Limp Bizkit
Yeah, that was going on here. Dude, I loved it.
I loved it too. As you know, John Durst over here, resident Limp Bizkit defender. No, I thought it was sweet. It really did that part where it's just like, let the aftermath be an afterthought. I was like, that is so new metal. And I can see like Fred Durst doing something like that, like straight up. And even like the ending part where he's yelling, cut the power. And like, it was good.
Yeah.
It was a good song. I thought that was a good intro. So, I mean, I hope the next song picks it up a little bit. Obviously, it's like a mid-tempo, just kind of chugging kind of new metal song. But I thought for like the intro to kind of ease us into this, I think it sounded great. I thought it had a lot of energy. Definitely a very nostalgic feel. Like even the single that I heard, I thought like it feels like it's drawing from a lot of different elements of the early 2000s and 90s and kind of putting them together and just putting the 4 Year Strong modern twist on it. And it sounds really fresh, in my opinion. I think it sounds really nice and crisp. And yeah, I'd say for intro, I'm with it. It's cool. Go down in history. I'm pretty high up there. So I don't know where to place this. It's an intro song, but I thought it was a good way to start it. I'll go 8.5. Actually that's too high. There could be better songs. Let's do an 8. Let's do a solid 8, and we'll go from there. So
okay, I'd honestly, it's song 1, but like. I feel like I'd be okay. Like if the whole album was like this. It's just like pop punk new metal is pretty. You don't really hear it, right? There's not a lot of bands that do that. So if we got an album full of that, I'd be kind of stoked. I love the guitar tone. It's like
it's so good.
Oh my god, it's so beefy.
Oh yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
So, I'm like, yeah. As far as like an intro song, like. I'm pretty like I'm ready. I was already hyped, and now I'm like I feel even more hyped. So I would listen to that. I would listen to it right now. I was like right with you when you said 8.5. Like I'm ready, man. I think that was
I think it was good. I don't know how good it's gonna get or how I'm pacing myself here with a nice 8, but I think it's super solid. And no, I'm totally fine with them doing the pop punk new metal thing for the whole thing. I just want them to pick up the pace, the tempo, the next song. That's all I want to see. So let's see if they do it. I'll be curious. Bad Habit. I can't remember if I've listened to this or not. I don't know if it was one of the singles. I can't remember which of these are the singles. I think Daddy O' Mine and Uncooked are the only ones I remember. Oh, Dead End Friends. So I think I've listened to those 3. So I haven't heard Bad Habit yet. So let's do it. Yeah, whenever you're ready, man.
I'm ready. Here we go. Bad Habit in 3, 2, 1. All right, Elliot. These are like the heaviest breakdowns I've ever heard on a pop punk album.
Oh yeah, the guitar is like really heavy. It's really crunchy too. It's like this, just like heavy fuzz. It's pretty interesting. No, it's interesting. It's like almost like a lit chorus. I feel like, or something like that, or one of those types of bands.
Yeah, I can hear
that. And but then it's like got these just heavy breakdowns the whole time. I'll say like the chorus wasn't like my favorite that I've heard them done. I thought it was decent, but I like the overall vibe. I thought it was pretty solid song still. And the thing I do like about it is when you go Bad Habits, that it just sounded really cool.
Yeah.
Like it was not what I expected. You just kind of expect like power chords or something there, but it's like a whole little riff that goes along with it. I thought it was a fun vibe. But let me get your thoughts on this first before I give a rating here.
Yeah, I pretty much like thought for thought with you. I thought the chorus was kind of the weakest spot. I didn't like the part. I was thinking of the I don't know, like the rowers or something. I don't know. I didn't like that part too much. Yeah, the chorus it'll leave something to be desired, but I'm gonna go crazy about the guitar tone. I got to see who produced this because it sounds freaking awesome.
No, it sounds really good.
I still really like this song. Like I was headbanging a little bit, thumping my foot.
Definitely. Did you? I think I like the first song more
Yeah.
though,
Oh yeah.
personally. So I think I'll go down to I'm still in it's cool. It's cool,
Yeah, it's
babe.
cool.
Like, we're chilling. It's cool. I'll go 7.4 on this. I still thought it was a solid song. So what do you think?
I'm gonna go 8-0 this time. I was like teetering on 7-9, 8-1, so I'm gonna go right there. Like
Okay.
a lot of the times, like end of the day, it's Friday, 6 o'clock after work. Like I'm like, I hear a song, I was like, I don't want to listen to that again. I would listen to that again right now. So that's
easily. I want this in my car. I need to drive around with this full record. So once work happens again, I need a full blast. I need to hear that bass a little more in my car. I'm sure it's going to be hype. But yeah, I guess let's go to the next one. Also one I've never heard before. So
yeah,
maybe it's me.
All
so
right.
whenever you're ready, John, let's do the countdown and get right into that.
This is the longest song on the album at 3 minutes and 38 seconds. So that's
good.
Maybe a slower one. I love to see nothing over 4 minutes. But yeah, let's get into Maybe It's Me in 3, 2, 1. All right. Definitely sounds like that's building to something. What did you think of that song?
I would say it's probably my least favorite so far, but it's still a good vibe. Like I still liked kind of what was going on. I felt like it was still missing. Like there was the catchy chorus. It was missing. I felt like as well. Like the chorus was also kind of weak on this one, and I felt like this kind of like sunset car ride song on the way to the beach, which is the vibe I was getting from this. I like the drum and bass style drumming. The drumming is really cool on this. Like they're pulling from a lot of like 90s electronica, like almost like the Chemical Brothers or something like that. That's what it kind of sounds like, how they would do that like reverse recording of the bass to make the drums making all those different noises and stuff like that. I thought it was cool. I was like, really does feel like 1998. But I don't know. It's okay. It's missing a good chorus. It has a good vibe. It has good elements. It's just missing an extra oomph to take it to that next level to get me really invested. It's not really a sing along. Like it's not particularly stuck in my head even then. But the production is rock solid. It sounds really great.
Yeah.
What do you think of this one?
Yeah, it's definitely not in the same ballpark as the first two. I really wasn't feeling it. I thought it picked up around the 2:30 mark, like that the little I guess it would be a bridge there. Kind of picked up the song for the second half. It was a little long, the 3:40. Not a lot happening in the first 2 minutes or so.
Yeah, this could be like 2-minute 40. So, yeah.
Right here, stuck in the middle.
I'm stuck in the middle as well. I think I'll go like a 6.2 on this one. So
it feels like it might be a grower. Like that's what I'm worried about. Like
it definitely feels like a grower. It feels like if I'm driving around with this album and this comes on, it'll be like, I'll light up a cigarette and I'll be like, man, it's kind of a good time.
Yeah. For now though, I feel like I'm right with you. It's weird though. Yeah. Like I could feel like this song on like an album I wasn't feeling. I'd be like, okay, this is pretty good. I can, but like, it's hard to come from those first two songs that like, knock your socks off into like kind of a mid-tempo like chill out rocker. It's a rough transition for me. I was getting pumped and now
I don't mind the transition. I just I wish they picked it up more and it was a shorter song.
Yeah.
So like they needed to have like a cool little like breakdown or a better kind of chorus or something towards the end that's a little catchier. Yeah. But yeah, let's go to the next one here, which is one I've heard, which is one I've showed people. And this was the song that got me very excited for this album. So whenever you're ready, dude, let's do it. I'm ready.
I felt the tension building at the end of that song. So let's see where it goes. This is Uncooked in 3, 2, 1. God damn. that
dude.
that is a freaking song.
That's a fucking banger,
Yeah.
dude. That is so good. So good. I couldn't help myself listening to that song multiple times. Like
Yeah.
it's so just so many elements of it make it first is the best, like a great chorus. It's a
Yeah.
heavy chorus, and just there's so many things that mix this up, you know. I don't know why, like in my head, I want to say it's like an EasyCore basement jack song or something like that. You know what I mean? It's just like very lot of energy. It has like that moment where it's just like, yeah, I want to see you, and I'm like, it's almost like a club song, but then it goes into these EasyCore metalcore breakdowns, and it builds up to that chorus at the end, and it sounds so good. The mix is so good.
It's the amazing mix.
Oh my god! This is it's better than the Neck Deep mix, which I thought was also like a really good mix. So yeah, what do you think? Go ahead. Sorry, I talked enough about it.
No, these are some of the best sounding guitars like I've heard in like forever. This just sounds so fresh. I'm seriously gonna look up the equipment used to record this because it's really really good. I mean, I want to say EasyCore, but it's like heavier than EasyCore. Like these breakdowns are like
sure, definitely
straight out of, like we've been saying, like 97, 98, like new metal. And I'm loving it. This is like way down here, go down in history. This is like one of the best songs of the year that I've heard.
Easily.
Everything about it, the verse, the little parts, like I want to see you, like you're saying, the breakdown, it's got it all. I'm gonna go 9.6. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, that's right. I was gonna go 9.8. So it's so. I mean, to me, this is like what I want to hear from like. This is fresh sounding. Like this is like 4 Year Strong, still sticking to the core of what they are and their sound and what they develop, but adding elements just enough to keep it really fresh and interesting and experimenting with it. It's like we're keeping the core sound, but we're expanding upon it. We're trying new things, but we're not like just changing things up. Like this is like I feel like this is like experimentation I like to see. I like people try to find an identity and then build off that identity with bits, but you don't need to change the identity. You know, you don't need to pull like an AFI or something like that, or even like the new story so far, which I know a lot of people liked, and John didn't like, and I was kind of middling on, but you know, I feel like this still has 4 Year Strong identity within it, but it's adding like a lot of really cool elements. And once again, it sounds really good. Yeah,
so we're 30% or a third through the album, and I was really worried that the album, there was no way it was gonna sound as good as this album cover looks, but so far it's like getting there for me. This has serious potential to be their best album, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Let's keep it moving then. Let's go to Out of Touch, which I don't think I've heard.
No, it's unreleased. All right, so Out of Touch. What do we got? 2 minutes and 54 seconds. We're gonna kick it off now in 3, 2, 1. All right, Elliot, that was Out of Touch. What are your initial thoughts on this one?
My second favorite song. So this is my second favorite song. And to me, it really is hitting like that kind of like late 90s, early 2000s power pop sound, but also then just like these crunchy fucking nu metal riffs in there too. And like, that was like in the background, like the intro, like almost sounded like it could be like a ska song for a second, but then it was just these random these crunches. It was like building up, and then I thought the chorus was super catchy. I thought the whole build up towards the end really made the song. Awesome. That was the strongest part of the song, definitely.
Yep.
Where I was like, oh yeah, okay, this is going, like we're building up here. I feel hyped up. I thought it was an excellently catchy song. Not as good as Uncooked. But Uncooked apparently is like almost a perfect song in our opinion. So there's no slouch off that. But I think it's my second favorite song, so I think I'm going to go 8.3 on this one. I think it's a pretty solid song. I really enjoyed it.
All right. I don't know if I really liked Aftermath, Afterthought, but there's a lot more to this song than that one. I really enjoyed it too. At first I was like, okay, is this going to be another thing like Maybe It's Me? but this one did actually kind of build up and then kind of burst.
Yeah, it's kind of what I was hoping. Maybe It's Me did.
Yeah, so. It makes a big difference. It like it hits you in different spots when you start somewhere and you build up and actually get there. I'm right here on the duck again. It's definitely cool.
It's cool, baby.
Oh yeah, it's super cool. Let's go 8-1 just because the different range and dynamics than the first one.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's like no, it was a perfectly good song. I mean, this is hyping me up so far. I think I've heard the next two songs, but I think I've only heard them once.
Yeah,
so
same here.
After that, it's totally blind. But I mean, so far, this is like the best album we've reacted to.
This is without a doubt going to be the highest score ever on the first 4 tracks.
Oh, easily.
5 tracks. So
let's get into Daddy of Mine. And,
right. Here we go. Daddy of Mine, 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Another fast one. Yep. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, God, dude. That is so fucking good.
Yeah, I needed this album, dude. I needed this.
Oh, man. That was so good. It's just, it's like one of those like 2000s hardcore bands, kind of like the Bronx or like that hardcore punk mix there, or like the Gallows or something. Didn't just switch it into like a 4 Year Strong chorus. It's so good. I'm trying to think. It's a little more than that. It's also, I don't know, a little like almost like Hatebreed sounding ish at times.
yeah, I can hear that definitely.
Yeah.
I don't.
What'd you think though?
This is my second favorite, I think, so far.
Yeah.
Easily. I thought this really. It's another go down. This is gonna be their best album, dude. And I bet,
easily.
I bet people who like, if you're just watching this, the reviews never go like this, never. Right?
And it's always, there's a song that dips below a 5 at some point.
Yeah.
Even this far in, I mean, John will notoriously drop 2.5s.
Yeah.
in ones.
I just like, I feel like we're gonna be called like fanboys or whatever. I don't care, man. I think this kicks ass.
You don't have to be called a fan. Just listen to the album, man.
Yeah.
Just gotta listen to it. I mean, this album rips, dude. I mean, this is like, just like there's nothing conceptually wrong with it. You know, if you just want to have like a fun hype, like pop punk album that's like, heavy with the breakdowns, really catchy choruses. We're drawing on a little bit of 90s nostalgia with some of the elements. It's like perfect for what it is. So it's trying to be. So that's how you should judge records and what they're trying to be. Yeah.
I bet our Discord doesn't like this. I just it doesn't seem like their crowd.
So somebody in there liked it. So somebody in there didn't like it. So
dude, I'm gonna throw this out there. A little bit of Snot influence, I feel.
Yes. Oh no, on this song, yes, definitely, 100%. If you haven't listened to Snot, by the way, Snot's Get Some, absolutely killer record. Also a very good record. That opening track, the Snot, I think that's what it's called. It reminds me of that a little bit.
Yeah.
Energy on some of the verses.
I'm getting that vibe now, and I agree. That's an underrated. I know a lot of people in the punk community now wouldn't look at it. But it kicks ass. It used to get its due back in the day, but I don't see it much anymore. Another potential classic album re-listen. That would be fun.
Oh, that'd be awesome, dude. I love that album. So that's probably like my top 5 like new metal albums.
Oh yeah, me too.
So easily, it might even be number 1. I don't know. I'll have to re-listen to it, but let's hit Dead End Friend, which is one I have heard once before as well.
I need your scores though, buddy.
Oh my gosh, you put 8.9. I'll go 9. I thought this was a great song for We Know What It's Trying to Be. It's really good. And so
all right, now you can walk us into Dead End Friend.
All right, let's play Dead End Friend. All right. Whenever you're ready.
3, 2, 1.
You fuck me up, spin me around and kick me.
We ain't slowing down, man. Like,
No,
I'm waiting for the letdown. Dude, that was another really good song.
Dude, whatever like pedal set, however they got this set on their, however they've tuned this guitar, that acoustic sound is so good.
Yeah.
Like that intro, like I love how that guitar sounds. Like holy shit, I want to try to imitate that. I want to like make a song, like almost like a whole song with something like that. That sounds so cool. Great chorus. The breakdowns are good. Once again, the production is like top notch on this thing. The guitar sound is so good. Across the board, catchy song. I loved it. Yes. Well, which one is this? Is this like do you like this more than Daddy of Mine? Because that was your second favorite, right?
It's really close.
It's really close. Yeah, I think I like Daddy of Mine a little more, but it's so close.
Yeah.
I'll go 8.8 on this one. So I mean, this is just a killer track. This is a good album, dude.
Yeah, this is probably the best of the year so far.
Also, this is like a good one to do with like us together because it's like it's just constantly building up the energy and stuff like that. It's sometimes hard to like appreciate like an acoustic track or something like that when we're trying to go through all these. So it's not always like the easiest thing to objectively try to gauge our feelings towards it. But this, I feel like this is like, you know, as soon as we listen to this, like, yeah, this is good as fuck. Like, I feel like we'll revisit this and it'll always be like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like it's funny how these usually go. Where I'm tapped out by now. I'm like I'm paused. I'm like, Elliot, can we like take a break? Can we like I'm done. I'm like closing my eyes during the songs, and Elliot kind of like rocks out. But like I'm still feeling this, man. Like I am back over here with this shape hugging this frog-like creature. I think this is awesome. It's slightly below the last one. I gave the last one an 8.9, so I'd go like 8.6 here on this one. I still thought it was a banger. Yeah,
we're pretty lockstep in here. Which ones we like? So I think right now it's like Uncooked is still the best one, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Uncooked is going to be the highest rated song in the show's history.
Yeah, easily. Yeah. So. All right, well, now we're in completely unknown territory because I've heard Uncooked, Daddy of Mine, Dead End Friend. I haven't heard any of these last 5, or hitting the B-side now. Or is Dead End Friend the start of the B-side, technically?
One moment.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, wait. It doesn't say. It doesn't say on any of these.
Okay. He's got some abstract art album cover over there. They won't tell him. So I would assume
Dead End Friend probably.
It's probably the start, right?
Yeah.
Or all right. So let's get into Paranoid. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Man, another banger.
Yeah,
it was good.
It's not stopping. I don't want it to stop, but dude, this one, the chorus you said it before, but the chorus reminded me of Lit quite a bit.
Yeah.
That's funny. I don't know if it would have clicked for me if you didn't say it before, but dude, I love that song too. I'm like, are we really gonna do 8.9, 8.9, 8.9 for this entire record?
It might be. There's nothing wrong with this. Also, I was going to say, like, you definitely have to listen to this record because it has such a distinct personality to it.
Yeah.
There's lots of just weird little guitar elements that are going on in this thing constantly. And just even that guitar solo in this song was, like, very strange, but it had such a personality that worked with the vibe of this record and the song and everything like that. It was this kind of, like, wonky kind of guitar solo, but it sounded awesome.
Yeah.
I thought it fit perfectly in what the song was trying to do. So, like, if you haven't listened to this, definitely listen. You got to find there's like so many just weird little interesting choices that I don't hear bands like this.
One of them, I'm still not sure if it was a voice or a guitar in that one part. I couldn't tell. I
know what you taught. Was it no? Which one was it? Out of Touch? I think.
No, this one right here.
This one. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
There's some weird part in there. I couldn't tell, but this is gonna be like my favorite punk guitar album of like several years. This is the best guitar work on a punk. Not best, my favorite guitar work on a punk album in quite some time. It just sounds incredible.
It sounds really good. Let's see here. Man, I don't know. I think I actually like this more than Dead End Friend a little bit. I can't tell. No, I like Dead End Friend more still. I'll go 8.6 on this one. So,
dude, this is crazy. Like,
yeah. It's really good. I don't know, man. There's nothing wrong with it. It sounds great. It's really fun. The riffs are really good. There's a lot of personality on the record. It's very unique. It's drawing from a lot of like nostalgic elements that are like hitting me, where I'm like, man, this is like just a revamped, refurbished like take on like a really fun 2000s like summer record with like, you know, drawing elements that from the core that is 4 Year Strong with the EasyCore pop punk elements, and then grabbing the new metal, grabbing like the electronica, grabbing like, I don't know, LFO, lit, whatever, throw it all in there in a blender, and you know, this is what you're getting.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we're 2/3 of the way through, so this is gonna be like at least floor. If these last 4 songs suck, it's still gonna be like a 7.5 album for me
easily.
So
yeah, what's this next one called? Stfil?
Stfil, some sort of acronym for what? I don't. Maybe we'll find out.
It'll be in the chorus.
Yeah.
I feel like, so let's do it.
All right, it's 2 minutes and 46 seconds. We're gonna kick it off right now in 3, 2, 1. Did I jinx us? All right, I'll take this one first.
Go ahead.
It's still good, but I think I'm finally gonna be back into like these either 6s or 7s. With this one, I don't know. I have to like balance out. Like I feel like I can't like stay this high. This is the first time I'm kind of dipping where I'm like, you know, it's okay. So yeah, I think I'm like between dog and duck. I'm gonna go. Let me see. Track 3, I gave a 6. I definitely like this better than Maybe It's Me. So let's go 6.9, as high as I can go in the 6s. But I have to put some distance between the ones I loved in this one.
Sure, I've still thought this was pretty solid. I think I agree with you. It's not as strong as the other tracks. At first, when it started off, I thought it was actually going to be one of the slow songs. So I was like, well, this is fine. This is like the perfect spot to put a song like this. You just had like 2 back-to-back bangers with like Dead End Friend, like that. Oh, I guess all of them, but you know what I mean. I guess on the B side. So I like felt like this was a good spot for it, but it picked right up. Had a very catchy chorus. Oh, by the way, it stands for "Sucks to Fall in Love."
There you go.
The acronym. So
I don't know about that.
So the guitar tone was still great. Really, just heavy, just like crunchy, you know, riffs on the chorus, and still good. I think I'll go 7.2 with this one. Still a good song.
We've been consistently 0.2 to 0.3 apart on every song, I think. Which is,
have we?
Yeah, well, pretty much. There's a little on the first 2, no, but the rest.
All right, we'll have to. You know, we got to find something we can argue about on here.
I don't think we're going to. We're 75% of the way through.
It's all good.
And now we got a Blink-182 cover of Rollercoaster. It's no, I'm just kidding.
The best song on Take Off Your Pants and Jackets.
It is really good. It's 3 minutes and 16 seconds. The first one to hit 3 minutes since Uncooked. So let's see how it goes here in 3, 2, 1. All right. We're headed back to the 9s, I think.
Oh my god, dude. That was Rollercoaster? Yeah, holy shit, that was good. Dude, the bass sounded so good at parts. It was like, I don't know what's that band, Motor Grader or something where they talked to. It was like cold chamber level.
Yeah.
Just these slapping basses. There is like elements of new metal in it, but
totally.
it's so much better than almost all of those new metal albums I listened to when I was younger. Like this is like in my opinion, like those are great, those are fun, but this is like another level of musicianship here. That riff at the end too with the breakdown where like it sounds like a generic riff and then he just does something a little different that really gives it like a personality and a uniqueness to it that I'm like, okay, I feel like I haven't heard a riff sound exactly like this. I think it's pretty cool. So what did you think of this one?
I loved it. I love the chili peppers Easter egg mixed in there, the roller coaster. Yeah, man. This is like, I don't know, maybe the most diverse sounding one, I think. I was just feeling it. It was like a longer one, I guess, but man, I'm really like, I'm loving this album. This is I think this may be my album of the year so far.
Oh yeah, easily.
Right? It's gotta be.
If the next two songs suck, it's still like
it doesn't matter. Yeah.
So yeah, this is I'm gonna go solid 9 with this one. This is go down in history. I think it's really good. So I think it's like the third. I think it's the third best song. This is the third best song.
Let's see. Yeah, I only have one. I only have one in the 9, so this is gonna be by default. It's gonna be my second highest. I'm gonna go 9.1. That was what 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Did I say 3:16? I would listen to it back to back. And I am not I'm not somebody who does that. I get mad when songs are over 3 minutes, but I would listen to this. I would listen
like
to 6 minutes and 40 of this. So
yeah. Also because it's doing. Like every 30 seconds, it's switching up and doing something different. You know what I mean? It's never just repeating and droning. It's always trying to stay fresh and dynamic and energetic. But yeah, let's get to Better Get Better, and then we're almost done here.
Yeah,
so.
2 more songs. Here we go. Better Get Better in 3, 2, 1. Album of the year, dude. Album of the year.
Man.
That's
pretty easily. This is like the most pop punk, like straightforward pop punk song. I think it's on here, but there's so much stuff going on, but it's like so quick and it's so like tastefully and expertly done. Like even that intro where it's like that lo-fi guitar and it almost sounds like it's like a Blink-182 song you're hearing from like a distant car radio, then it just blasts right into it. It's so much like great stuff is going on here. Really, like it's pleasant to the ears to listen to. So it's really good.
Yeah, this is definitely the most pop punk, like you were saying. Like this one could probably fit on Enemy of the World or the self-titled. It definitely feels like a more vintage 4 Year Strong song, which is fine. I like vintage 4 Year Strong.
Of course.
It's tough, man, because I've been saying that I like the heavier sound. I mean, this is still heavy, but like I don't know what to do with this one. I think I'm in the mid to high 8s.
I think this is like my 4th favorite song.
Yeah.
I think it would go like Uncooked, Daddy of Mine, Rollercoaster, and this one. So I'll give this one. I can't remember the other one. I'll give this one an 8.9. I thought it was an excellent song. I don't know, man. Like I can't really say too much bad about it. In a way, I feel like this album was like made to appeal to me in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Like it's hitting a lot of elements that I like to hear. It's like fresh. It's dynamic. It sounds good. It's fun. It's it's really good.
You know what? Like I'm selfishly hoping that someone in the comments gonna be like, "Oh, you didn't like Green Day, you didn't like MXPX." There's 1,000 bands that sound like this. I want that list of 1,000 bands if it exists, because like this, like he's saying, I am like an unapologetic nu metal fan, and of course I love punk and EasyCore. So if there's more stuff like this, please send it my way. But I don't think there is.
No, I haven't heard an album that sounds like this. This is a sound that 4 Years Strong has kind of crafted. Like I've heard some people do the nostalgia, like go back and do like a power pop punk thing like that, but not like this. Yeah. Not also incorporating like nu metal riffs and also incorporating like electronica like sounding stuff, and it's really cool. So it's very difficult to do that without it sounding goofy. Like a lot of those bands that throw the nu metal in, it just like
it's kind of, they do it as a novelty, but this feels like this is the sound. Like it doesn't feel out of place or like it's just thrown in last minute. You're right. Like they've crafted this. Yeah. I'm loving it, dude. We only got one left. This will be the one time or one of the few times that I see, like, when inevitably 4 to 6 months down the road we get that dreaded deluxe edition where you punish people who pre-ordered it, pay a little more money for 4 more songs. But I mean, if it's 4 more like this, I think I may pay up for it.
All right, we'll see if they even do that. So, but let's hit it up with the final song here, which is "How Do I Let You Go." So, end it with an acoustic track. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, so that was the final track. How Do I Let You Go? Elliot, I don't mind a slower song if it opens up like that. And I've said it before, I don't mind a slower song if it's last, if it's appropriately placed, especially if you spend the better part of 30 minutes rocking my face off, then you earned it. Then you earned that acoustic track. So I didn't hate this song. It's certainly not one of my favorites, probably not even my top 10 on the album, but it wasn't too bad. What are you feeling?
I still thought it sounded really good, and I still appreciated that it wasn't like it's kind of acoustic track, more of just a slow jam, and then towards the end where it just like it hits you with that crunchy, just crackling distortion when he's screaming out, "How do I let you go?" And I don't know, it felt at least powerful, gave me a little bit of chills at the end there, but I think overall, like, this is a perfectly fine way to end it. But it didn't do too much for me as a song on its own, whereas I felt like Aftermath as an intro works as a song and as an intro, where this mostly just works as an outro for the album.
Yeah.
But I still thought it was decent. Like, I thought there was, not anything too wrong with it. But I think I'll go like a 6 on this one. This is probably my least favorite track, but there is definitely elements of it that are still good. And the guitars just does some weird stuff that I've never heard anybody do. Like, it's very cool. So,
yeah, I'm going to be a little higher. I did like the feels this song gave me. I'm going to go 6.2. So, all right. Elliot, here's where we sit right now. Wow. So my cumulative score is 8.09 and yours is 8.1. So we're both averaging out to almost exactly the same.
So an 8?
An 8.1.
8.1.
I think. I mean, this is the best album I listened to so far this year.
Yeah, I'd go higher. I'd say I like every song. I think maybe there's 2 songs that are maybe not my favorite, but there's nothing I would skip on this whole thing. There's not a single skip. I think there's songs that are like, there's like 3 9s on this thing. There's 3 9s that, basically to round them up. There's 3 10 out of 10 songs on here. I would put this as like my final score is like, oh man, it's hard to say. I'm going to go with a 9. I'm going to go with a 9 out of 10. I think I can see myself re-listening to this album many, many times. It has such a distinct sound. It has such a distinct personality. It's insanely well mixed.
Yeah.
And there's just so much dynamic energy going on, and there's so much mixing it up, and there's so much like just the musicianship is next level. The writing is super tight. Every song, I feel like we don't waste a second on this album. That's how I feel. There's not a second wasted. Maybe a few lulls at the most, like the most minor of lulls, but there's not a second wasted. I don't feel like we're dragging anything out too long. We're not wasting my time. It's perfectly paced, and we ended it with a nice slow jam. So that's my final wrap up there. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I don't know if we've ever had a first reaction where we did not go on this half of the chart.
We didn't even touch it. We didn't even
So this is probably my favorite album of the year so far. Just like there's maybe 2 albums that are in contention with it, and both of those, like, there were definitely grower songs on them. Whereas this one, I'm like, wow, like this is what I'm doing. It's Friday night. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna listen to this. I'm listening to this more. Yeah, 4 Year Strong knocked it out of the park. I will say they had like one of the most aggressive advertising budgets I've ever seen. I've been getting 4 Year Strong ads on Instagram like nonstop for months,
Oh, really?
but it was worth it. I mean, it worked. I mean, I pre-ordered the record. I probably would have anyway, but they killed it. This is such a good album. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. I had the score in my head when you said yours.
Yep.
And
this as of right now, I might even say this is my favorite 4 Year Strong album.
It's my favorite. I'll say it right now too.
Yeah, it's my favorite. I'm right there with you. It's yeah. So, yep. All right. I guess let's wrap this up then, John. Hey, that was a delight, right?
Yeah, that was fun actually.
Yeah. Imagine listening to something good for once.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, thanks you guys for watching and sticking with us to the very end. Don't forget to like the video, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you thought of this record. Was like it awesome, or like we posers for liking this? There's no way. This album's too good. If you think so, you just didn't listen to it. But yeah, and also don't forget to check out punkrockradar.limitedrun.com for records and merchandise. We got t-shirts, there's records. It will support small bands. It supports us, supports the channel. And so thank you guys for watching, and we're going to see you next time. Peace out.